If you are thinking of hitting the road for the long weekend, you might want to listen to what our chief mechanic, Shahei of Mazvo, has to say before you hit the road. Shahei, I got my phone out.
Yes,
so I got
sir.
some questions for you. And because this is going to be probably one of the busiest, but right now, I got to bring this to you, probably going to throw you off. One of the most expensive with the hurricane in Louisiana. I just heard gas prices are going up today.
Absolutely. Gas prices are going up right now because, as you know, after the pandemic, the used car sales just went sky high. The second safest place to be besides your home is the car. So when an emergency happens, everybody get in the car, let's go. So people that were carpooling or ride sharing now bought a second car. More volume, more prices go up. So it's crazy right now. So you got to remember that to be diligent, if you can avoid driving, obviously that's the best way. But nowadays with our crazy busy schedules, we have no choice.
Yeah. Okay. You said about driving at the right time. Let's talk about peak driving time. I mean, we come into work, there's no one on the road, so we're kind of happy about that. But there's peak times, right?
Absolutely. Between 5 and 7 a.m. is the peak times for you to drive and be less in traffic. Those 18-wheelers, they're out on the road early in the morning for a reason, because there's less traffic. And of course, they stay always to the right. They also communicate with each other. They know ahead of time by saying, hey, lane number 1 or lane number 2 is open. So sometimes if you see an 18-wheeler switch out of his designated lane and he goes to the one side, it means they know something is happening, so you can use him as a marker and follow and go to his lane as well, because he heard something that's happening up front, so he's trying to avoid traffic as well. So 5 to 7 a.m. is the best time to go. Perfect.
Okay. I'm going to get in trouble for this one. But, okay, I have, you know, the GPS in the car. I plug in the directions and stuff, but I'm not always listening. And so I definitely need a navigator, right? And sometimes the navigator needs to really pay attention, right?
Yes, navigator definitely does need to pay attention, because obviously you're trying to pay attention to the road. Don't forget another little thing that is happening that no one's really talking about or realize. Anxiety and excitement is high. With everything that happened in the last year and a half, people are excited to get on the road. People are buying used cars. They want to hit the road. So that anxiety level is high. The excitement is high. So is the actual pedal. So people drive a little bit more aggressively. They want to get to the beach. They want to get to the mountains. So make sure that you're paying attention as the driver. Allow someone in the car to designate you to say, hey, the exit's coming up. Be careful, there's 2 18-wheelers. Oh, it looks like there's a police to the right. Swerve left or stay. Pay attention. Let the navigator tell you what's going on, rather than you trying to multitask and look at, you know, those apps like Waze, which will give you shortcuts, go behind Denny's or go here, there. You just got to be careful. Make sure that you stick to being a driver and let someone else navigate for you.
Yes, and I will put this as just a thing. Make sure it's not your partner or spouse as the navigator. Make it someone else, or else you guys are in trouble.
Well, sure. You know, those of us who are married know that, you know, those things will linger back up. So we don't want that part of the navigating.
I told you to go that way. I told you to go that way. So.
You never listened.
All right, let's talk about something that's very important that I actually am going to go get today, because I totally forget to get one, but emergency kit in the car.
Yes, emergency kit. I mean, you know, it sounds silly. Oh, it's right here. I see a gas station. I can walk over. You never know. With heat, extreme weather, storms, things that just come out of nowhere, you got to have an emergency kit. Extra water, flares, jumper cables, a protein bar, a good working flashlight with extra batteries. Heck, even an extra charger, USB charger. And get a cheat sheet with your important numbers. Tow company, family members, doctors, pediatricians, veterinarians, whatever it is, on a piece of paper. Throw it in the glove box, because, you know, the phone will die. You won't be able to remember. I can't remember any number in my phone, so you can go to that cheat sheet and know, all right, I've got the number in hand. That's crucial as well.
So I like that. I know we got to wrap up here in a minute, so I got a couple more for you. One is about Frogger. Yep. So a lot of people play. I'm known for playing Frogger.
Frogger is not a good thing to do on the highway. You want to make sure that most highways, of course, some are 2 lanes, like if you're going through 8 to San Diego, but usually 3 or more lanes. Stick to the center lane. Going from in and out of lanes, you're asking for trouble, because don't forget, you're not the only one. There's people behind you thinking, oh, that car's too slow, I'm going to swerve. So now you got 5 people playing Frogger, and then you've got an 18-wheeler in front of you. Not a good position to be in. Stick to the center lane and go and monitor. The navigator will tell you, hey, looks like there's 3 cars or whatever's going on, and that way you're alert. That combined with you staying in the center lane, that's the best place to go.
I like, okay, I know I got to wrap up. I got really quick. Give us 3 tips that people should check on their cars. What's under the hood, tires, and what else?
Tires, wiper blades, and headlights, for sure. You want to make sure your lights are working. You want to make sure your tires are inflated correctly. If you have a spare, make sure you check your spare and play with those wipers. See how they're cleaning. If they're dirty or streaking, get some new wiper blades before you hit the road.
There you go. Our chief mechanic, Shahei of Mazvo. You can go to Mazvo's website to find out more. He's always good. He texts me stuff that I make sure to know. I appreciate you, Shahei. And you have a great Labor Day weekend, buddy.
Thank you. You too, sir. Be safe.
All right.